Stubbs podcast. Let's get straight to it. Detroit Lions cut defensive end Anthony Zettel. They pick up Romeo Okwara from the New York Giants. I have predictions for the NFC South, AFC North, and NFC North. And I'm doing predictions for week one as well. Welcome to the Vinny Stubbs podcast. It's not going to last very long, guys, because I don't have Creep of the Week or any of that other stuff. I just want to give you these predictions. So it's not really even a podcast. It's just kind of like a overall rundown of week one with the matchups. I just feel entitled to give you my thoughts. Anyway, the Detroit Lions cut defensive end Anthony Zettel after 2 seasons, and I honestly don't care. The defensive line as a whole is completely garbage. The linebacking core is garbage, which results in the secondary being garbage. I don't know who Romeo Okwara is. I know he sacked Aaron Rodgers in a playoff game 2 years ago. I kind of don't care. I mean, if it fits Patricia's scheme, it fits Patricia's scheme. And I got to be honest with you guys. With the exception of a few players in the secondary and the wide receivers, Stafford is really all that you have on this team. I mean, if I was Patricia, I would literally, on the first day, just walk into the locker room and be like, Stafford, look, man, we think you're great. I think you have a lot of potential, but you're not going to reach it here. This is your 10th year, as you know. Listen, man, we traded you to Dallas. Good luck, man. Pat him on the shoulder. Then when he walks away, roll a grenade in the locker room and shut the door. I mean, that's where my head's at. This team really underachieved in the preseason, showed zero glimpses of any hope. And they look shitty. But I'm not going to let it get me down. NFL, it starts tonight. I'll give you my Super Bowl prediction. And I'll give you my week one predictions. I wish that Labor Day weekend was every weekend. I really needed that. I just feel so much more rejuvenated. Holy shit. I mean, my mind was caving in on me. I couldn't focus. I needed some time off. I went to a wedding. I felt like I was on the Titanic. The Detroit Athletic Club. If you guys ever hit the lottery and want to go there, I highly suggest you check it out. All right. Let's start off with the NFC South. I will start off with the NFC South, then I'll go to the AFC North. I'll save the NFC North for later. After the picks. All right. Tampa Bay. Winston Justice. Jameis Winston. Garbage. He's got some good wide receivers. He's got a decent offensive line. He's got a horrible offensive line. And a bunch of no-namers on defense. I got him going 7-9. Carolina Panthers. Cam Newton, inconsistent. No Calvin Benjamin. I think Ed McCaffrey's a bust. I got him going 9-7 because they have a tenacious defense. All right, Atlanta. 10-6. New Orleans. My Lord. Look out for the New Orleans Saints this year, folks. They are absolutely loaded on offense. 12-4. All right, AFC North. Cleveland. Rookie quarterback Baker Mayfield. I don't even know if he's starting this year. I'm not sure. If he's not starting, he'll probably be starting by week 4. Big improvements on defense, big improvements on offense, big improvements all around. I mean, that's what it's looked like so far in the preseason. 6-10, and I can't stress this enough. This is a very good 6-10. I mean, coming from 1-15 and then 0-16, I think 6-10 is a major improvement. Matter of fact, it's 600% more wins than they had last year. So take that, society. Baltimore, they really just have Joe Flacco. They kind of look like the Detroit Lions, too. They probably have a little bit more pieces on the defensive side, but they have no receivers, no tight end, nothing. 7-9. Cincinnati. I don't know what the hell happened with them last year, but they underachieved. I don't know how Marvin Lewis still has a job, but he does. And they just keep doing whatever they want. Excellent defense. I mean, can their offense get it together this year? It all starts up front. And is Andy Dalton going to show up? I mean, come on. I got them going 9-7. And for the AFC North chance, I got the Pittsburgh Steelers winning it 10-6. They have the best offense in the league. Unfortunately, their defense really. What the hell am I trying to say? Oh yeah, sucks. But they'll go 10-6 and they'll win that division. And that is it for the picks. Man, I should really not take any time off. I just can't do it. Follow the Vinny Stubbs Show on Twitter at Vinny Stubbs or on Facebook at Vinny Stubbs. Also on YouTube, Podomatic. We're about ready to take off. I need a couple more shows. By Sunday, the show will be up and running. When we come back, I will do the picks for Week 1, Vinny Stubbs Podcast. All right, Vinny Stubbs Podcast. Man, I cannot afford to take any time off on these podcasts. I just keep getting shittier and shittier. All right, guys, I'm going to do Week 1 picks for you guys. There's a thing called a spread, and it has to be covered. And it's my job to make sure that you win as much money as possible. And if I were you, I would take these picks, and I would pick the complete opposite, because I just seem to not have any knowledge whatsoever. Hopefully it does not translate into the season. After this, I will give you my NFC North predictions, and then I'll send you on your way. All right, guys, are you ready for some football? I need your undivided attention. And if you don't agree with me, it's okay. I just think you're scum. If you do disagree with me. All right, Week 1 picks. Extremely excited for this. All right, the Dirty Ass Birds travel to Lincoln Financial Field to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Eagles are favored by 1. No Carson Wentz. It's the Nick Foles show. I got Philadelphia. All right, Pittsburgh goes to Cleveland. Pittsburgh is favored by 4 at Cleveland. I don't think Baker Mayfield's starting. It doesn't really matter at this point. Pittsburgh's offense is absolutely lethal. Give me Pittsburgh. San Francisco travels to Minnesota, where Minnesota, I don't know how the hell this is possible with all these injuries, is favored by 6.5. Wow. Vegas has no respect for Jimmy Garoppolo, and neither do I. But I'm going to take San Francisco in this game. All right, Cincinnati travels to this game. Makes absolutely no sense. Indianapolis is one of the worst teams in the AFC. I don't give a shit if Andrew Luck is playing or not. Cincinnati travels to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. The Colts are favored by 3. I'm taking Cincinnati. Tampa Bay goes to New Orleans. This spread is absolutely sickening. The parity in the league, I just can't accept this. New Orleans is favored by 9.5, meaning Tampa Bay. Seattle travels to Denver. Case Keenum is the new quarterback. They have a great defense in Denver, but their offense is stagnant. Anyway, Denver's favored by 3. Give me Seattle. Shoot, 2 more. I got the Giants. Oh, wait. The Giants. Shoot. The Bears travel to Lambeau Field, where the Green Bay Packers are favored by 7.5. Guys, come on. That's absolutely asinine. First game of the season. Rivals. Give me the Chicago Bears. And my upset of the week. Jacksonville travels to New York, where Jacksonville is somehow favored by 3. Everybody on the Giants is healthy. New coaching staff. Their offense is going to be clicking on all cylinders, especially in Week 1. I don't know how Jacksonville is favored by 3. I got not only the Giants covering, but I have the Giants flat out winning that game. There you have it, folks. Those are the picks for Week 1. Sunday, I'll give you my picks for the Lions. So there you have it. I mean, you guys are welcome. And if you guys want to be millionaires, take every single pick that I just gave you and flip it around. All right. This is not a podcast, guys. This is just picks for Week 1. All right. Now, if you guys know me, then you've probably seen who I've picked for the NFC North. There's a surprise in there. And guess what? It's not us. I don't want you guys to get offended. And I don't want you guys to also think that I'm just trolling you guys. I'm just being extremely serious. I'm just... this is my gut. Not only is it my gut, it's my heart and my brain. I really study this shit hard, but I'm a complete moron at the same time. If you guys don't want to take me serious, then don't. But this is just what I have. Take it with a grain of salt, sissies. All right. NFC North. I got Green Bay winning the division. Aaron Rodgers just signed a new contract. I got Randall Cobb, Devontae Adams, Jimmy Graham. They can actually run the ball, too. Their defense is not all that, but they also play outside. That also plays a major factor. I have them winning the NFC North at 11-5. And this is my surprise. The Chicago Bears. They just recently signed Khalil Mack. We have to play them 2 times a year, by the way. They play outside. Mitchell Trubisky looked very promising last year. He's only going to get better, and they have an absolutely dominant. That is what you need in the NFC to succeed. You have to play outdoors, you have to have a running game, and you have to have a defense. Everything else follows suit. Bears, 9-7. Minnesota Vikings, banged up, head to toe. They might have the best head coach in the NFC. I take that back. Zimmer might be the second best head coach in the NFC. Anyway, they have a top 5 defense. Kirk Cousins, he's better than Case Keenum, but that's not really saying much. Who would I compare Kirk Cousins to? Probably a piece of shit. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, I got the Vikings going 9-7. Guys, don't get angry. It's just an eyeball test. And I honestly, from the bottom of my heart, feel like I'm being nice. I had the Lions going 7-9. Their defensive line is probably the worst in the NFC. Gerard Davis is a bust. Tease Tabor is a bust. Nevin Lawson cannot cover, period. You cut Shed. Your team is so bad that you just cut Anthony Zettel. I mean, a guy that's played for the Lions for the last 2 years, and you waited till like the last week to get rid of him. I mean, can you imagine going through all the OTAs and training camp and preseason games just to get cut at the last second? When you're I think he actually was a starter. If he wasn't a starter, he's number 2. I believe he's a starter. Was it Ansa and Hyder? Maybe Hyder's a starter. Nonetheless, getting cut at the last second for a guy that got waived off the Giants, a team that went 3-13 last year, that speaks volumes of your defense. I had the Lions at 6-6 in their first 12 games. I have them going 1-3 in their last 4 games of the season, bringing the record total to 7-9. Sorry, guys. It's just how I see it. But I think you guys are in the right direction. I think this team is in the right direction. I don't know if Patricia's the guy. I hope he is. Guys, it looks really bad. And man, I don't have the words to describe how frustrating they are. Hopefully I'm wrong. I don't think I am. They have Stafford, and that's it. We're still a couple years away. By the time we're even close to competing, Stafford is just going to be an old man. I hope I'm wrong. Follow the Vinny Stubbs Show on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, VINNYSTUBBS. Thank you for listening, ladies and gentlemen. Those are your Week 1 picks and your picks for the AFC. Oh, shoot me in the face. I almost forgot to give you my Super Bowl prediction. I don't have a team for the AFC, but I have a team for the NFC. Let me think. AFC. Give me the New Orleans Saints versus... Oh, my God. Damn it. Give me the Patriots. And give me the Saints winning the Super Bowl. That's it. Saints, Patriots. Saints win. I don't care about the Rams. The Rams... Actually, I do care about the Rams. The Rams are dangerous. I like McVay. But, dude, something is just telling me that Drew Brees is ready to just carve everybody up. And it won't even really matter. All right, guys. Sunday, is when the podcast starts. Get your asses ready. Go Eagles.